Well, hello. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Ciate coming at you with another video. Today I figured that I would do something a little glam. What else is new? And anytime I wear animal print, I feel like pounce, fierce. I want to do something like glamorous, glitter, highlight. Like, I just want to go all out. Something about animal print brings the inner animal out of me. And I don't know why. But if I just, ended up with a basic curl at the end. It's not a hair tutorial. I just did this at the very end just to try to complete the look for you, to make it look a little bit better. But if you enjoy this makeup look, I did like a golden makeup look with a smoky brown eye, not black. I did a smoky brown look with a little bit of yellow and orange, and then I mixed a few shimmers together to get the look that I have on my eye right now. So if you guys like this look, then stay tuned, because it's coming up right now. See you guys in a second. Well, hello, it's me, back in the natural state of life. We need to whack this face on ASAP. So, little tip though before we start. I actually tried to film this once already, and I have this little remote that goes with it, and I was able to click in between, to pause the camera, start again, and the battery just went on me. And I was like, so, come on in guys and we'll get started. Click. And I just noticed that it was still playing the entire time, so I had to delete that clip. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys a little tip before I started, just to boost your confidence a little bit during this time, if you can't get your brows done or whatever. I just did it 2 days ago. There's actually a kit at Rite Aid. I'm going to insert a photo of it right up here. And it's a kit to actually tint your brows and your lashes. They're two separate kits, but they're the same damn gel almost. So I use the brow gel on both my brows and my lashes, and I just did it 2 days ago, so it's pretty fresh. And like, if I get up close, you can actually see that each individual hair has been tinted, and like, you can run your fingers through it. Nothing's gonna smear, come off this area. Nothing's gonna come off on my fingers. But this has been a game changer for me. Even the lashes, like if I look up, like, I'm sure, because I can't tell what it looks like, but from here, I can see how dark my lashes are, and they're normally not that dark. So I'm giving this kit an A+, because when I washed my face and I, patted it with the towel, and you look, it just gives yourself like a little bit of a boost, because your brows are somewhat there. They're not like poof, disappeared, and your lashes are like looking more full, you know what I mean? So anyway, that was just a little tip before we get to the video. So I need to slide you guys on in as we start filming this soft glam, soft brown smoky eye. Probably toss on some glitter. Anytime I wear animal print, I like to get a little funky, with everything. And definitely doing a bronzed face. Anytime I wear brown or animal print, if it's leopard, not like zebra, that's a totally different look. But if I wear leopard print, I try to do a real bronzed face with a smoky, brown smoky eye, and some gold in there with some shimmer. So yeah, I'm gonna pull you guys in and we'll get started on the look right away. All right? All right, guys. So first step that I am going to do is just push the hair back out of my face. This camera is a little too close and personal. I don't like that you can see all that. Just want to back up. Thank God for filters for the cover photo. Make it look a little better. But anyway, I started going on my chin because I'm not gonna lie, I have a breakout right here, and I was insecure about it. So I already started to cover up my chin. but I'm going to show you, you know, the foundation that I'm going to use for the rest of my under eyes, my cheek, and then my forehead, which today I decided to use. I'm not even using my Huda, which is crazy because I use her a lot when I get glam. But I will be using the Maybelline. This is the Superstay line. So it's still full coverage. You're still going to get a great coverage. I do about like 2 full pumps to start. If I end, I hate when I put the caps on and they don't line up with the front. Does anyone else have OCD like that, or I'm just weird? Okay, I'm probably just weird. But anyway, I tap into that. I just tap into that on the back of my hand. This is actually an Essence brush, and it's a contouring brush, but it works great for foundation. So I get it on there, and I'm just gonna look down into this mirror that I have right here, and I'm making sure this time when I film that I'm staying in view, because last time was so embarrassing watching my playback, and I'm like this, and all you can see is like my bun moving back and forth. So I'm gonna try not to do that this time. I mean, you live and you learn, bro, you know. I like to take that across, and then I like to tap it out under my under eyes, and I'm gonna take the rest of this and really just swirl it in to the rest of my face, and I'm gonna build it to the coverage that I like. And once I get there, I will be back, and I will show you the next step. Yeah, see, like I gotta keep blending this and my eye is tearing up. So I will be back as soon as I get this to what I like. All right, so give me 1 minute because I gotta add a little bit more to this and tweak it. Okay, so I think I got that blended out pretty evenly. I'd say I got a pretty flat face right now, you know? Pretty flat. Ew, that was so ugly. Whew, thank God. I would literally put something permanently up in there to get it to flip if it was like that. And look what I did. I messed it up because it's not set down. Chili. I always do something so stupid to my face. Okay, but anyway, I don't really... That foundation really does do well with the under eye. However, I am going to take just a mixture of these two. These are 2 of my favorite concealers. This one is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear, which goes with one of my favorite foundations that I wear almost every day. I kind of just wanted to switch it up a little bit, and I don't do that whole down and out thing, you know. I kind of like to just stick to where I need it instead of building up more, you know, product around the cheek area, and that is when you'll get that caked up look right around there. I mean, trust me, it does still happen to me. I still do it some days, and I'm like, why did I do that? You know, I had every opportunity not to, but my hand wouldn't stop moving the brush. I don't know what it is. My hand just sometimes just keeps going and going and going and going. I have a problem. I got a makeup problem. Send me to MA. Makeup Anonymous. Nah, you know what? I'm in denial. I wouldn't go. Denial. Denied. Reminds me of that movie, Finding Nemo, when they have that shark, Bruce, and they have that NA meeting underground, under the ocean, and Nemo was lost, and the dad, what's his name, Marlin, something like that, he's like, I'm not, you know, I'm not like that, I'm not, and all the sharks are like, denial. They just make fun of, like, it's funny because it's funny to me. I don't know if anyone takes that offensively. I don't mean it offensively. It's just funny because I've been in and out of these places. You know, I've gone to plenty of NA meetings. Do I do them now? No. And that's, you know, a lot of people are like, well, you can't be clean, you know, if you're not going to NA meetings. You need to build that social network. But some people aren't that social. And that is me. I used to be a little social butterfly back in the day. You know, 5 nights a week from the age of 19 to, I don't know, when did I have my son? I got pregnant at 23 and I had him at 24. But even after that, you know, me and his dad weren't together, so I still partied all the time. Like, and he had him on the weekends, so it was like the perfect schedule. This was just a concealer brush from the same, I got an Essence package. My mom got it for me, of all different makeup brushes, and Essence is very affordable, and I choose these brushes over some of my more expensive brushes. Sometimes when I'm going out somewhere fancy, I'll like grab some of them and like to feel, you know, high-end and snotty. But, you know, there's no reason if something's cheap and it works, why you can't use it. And then I just take my ring finger usually on the eye. And I like to use my fingers because I actually learned that, you know, using your fingers is really, really good for, I squint sometimes and I just look up to get rid of the creases, but using your fingers because they're already warm really helps. So I'm just going to blend this out on my nose and just make sure everything is blended right. And I'll be back to set it down with some powder and we will get on to the eyes and then we'll start bronzing the face and pulling everything together. So give me 1 second. Okay, to minimize the powder time, I already went around, I set my forehead, my cheeks, my chin, my upper lip, but today I am using a different, what am I saying? A different setting powder. Usually I use the Ciate London one, but today I got this in an Ipsy bag and I looked it up and it was like pricey. So I believe it's from the brand because it says Clarity. And then it says Ultra Refined Fine Line and Pore Blurring Finishing Powder. Set Go Translucent Powder. But then it says Complex Culture. So I don't know if it's Complex Culture or Clarity. But it has a gray lid with like a gold band. And then when I opened it, this is when I knew I was going to like it. Because it had one of those mesh things in it that doesn't allow too much powder to come out. And it is silk. Like this powder is like silk. You can probably tell as I'm tapping it. Look how much is just going up in the air. I'm probably breathing the crap out of that in, but beauty is pain. Beauty is choking, you know? All right, and I did not set my under eyes. And again, like in the last video, I just wanted to show you that once I tap out those fine lines with my fingers, this is how I set my under eye. I don't do that baking. Remember I said, remember if you bake, just think of cake, like you're baking a cake. And I find that that's kind of how it does appear on my skin. I get, you know, and I don't have the driest skin. I don't have dry skin. Like if I were to wash my face and sleep overnight with none of this on, no makeup on, when I wake up, you know, I have like a sheen to my face, like, and I would think it would be like a sweaty type of sheen, but, or oily, I should say, not sweaty. I'm usually cold when I wake up. But, yeah, and I also take this around the nose, and I just wanted to show you how I set the under eye, without baking, because not everybody has to bake to get your concealer to stay there. And this powder, man, I mean, I'm up close and personal, a little too close for comfort, but I don't know why that my left eye keeps tearing. Like, haven't I done my fair share of crying today? Like, I already had my mat time. I already talked to Matthew today. Like, my eyes are just automatically tearing now. Like, this is not okay. It's like they know I've cried so much, they're like, it's time again. Time to cry and get depressed. Like, no, I'm filming a video, bitch, go away. But, anyway, I wasn't talking to you, Matt. If you're in my room, you are totally allowed to stay. I love the crap out of you. Just had to clear that up. But I don't like that. And how did I even get there? All over a watery eye, I start talking about the craziest stuff. I think I have ADD. I don't know. I'm self-diagnosing myself once again. And then every time I do that, I go on Google. I literally can't sleep that night because I think I have stage 4 cancer and I am going to die in 24 hours. So, no, don't Google your health things, your health, whatever's going on. See a doctor. Because instead of me having stage 4 cancer and me dying in 4 days, I just had generalized anxiety and depression, which is kind of normal. I lost my fiance 4 months ago. Shit's gonna happen, you know? Sorry, crap's gonna happen. I want to be a channel that tries not to curse. I don't want to, like, you know, cause a negative or bad influence for anybody. And, you know, for kids watching, I don't want to curse on the channel. Because cursing, like, some young kids, they, you know, they think it's cool. But really, I mean, like, anytime I look at a younger child or a kid, and if they've, like, are cursing up a storm, I kind of wonder, you know, like, what is their lifestyle like? Like, why do they talk like that? You know, so kids, just remember that. Or even young teens, like, cursing just makes you look kind of trashy, you know? So I'm trying to curve that myself. But I do have my trashy days, not gonna lie. You know, I'm not perfect either. So I'm gonna put these brushes away, and we're gonna get started on this eye look. All right, give me 1 sec. Okay guys, so in my last video I featured a Colourpop palette, and it was the pink one, the Ooh La La palette. I'll insert picture up here. That was the Valentine's Day look I did. But to start off this, I don't even know what to call this look. I want to make it like a softer glam, like no cat eye. I want everything to be blurred, you know, like blown out, but I want it to be like kind of like romantic looking. Like this shirt, you know, like it's like a turtleneck. It comes up pretty high, but I don't like to wear it too high. I roll it down. But it's a bodysuit, actually. It's, you know, connected under your pants. But it's a really nice shirt to like wear out somewhere, or like out to a dinner if your hair is done. So I'm trying to think of like a soft glam look, but it has brown and black, but I'm gonna stick with brownish, deep brown shades, light brown shades, yellow shades, goldy brownish shades. Sorry if I keep looking off at him. This camera, I have like a square around my face from like the autofocus because I have like the grid thing on, and it keeps flashing a square around his face, but not mine. It's like trying to pick up Matt's face and keep focusing on it, and it keeps literally flashing, but not on mine. Maybe because I'm cut out? I don't know. If I tend to look over that way, I'm sorry. It's just really weird. Like, it should be focusing on me, and it keeps jumping to his face. Anyway, but I'm going to be using the Honey palette. Honey. Remember that song? I don't think they, like, use the shoulder movement, but, you know, they sing the Honey. I can't remember what song that was in, but that's what this palette is called. And this is beautiful. Look at this. I have used and abused this center shade. This is literally like a gel. Like, you can push it and move it around. I went to swirl the first time. Remember, swirl girl swirl, and it all came out. I had to like push it back in. It's literally light as like a feather, but like jelly material. It's like one of their super shock shadows. It's amazing. But to start off this look, I'm gonna go take Stinger, which I think that one is Stinger. Yes, Stinger. And then I want to take Oh Behave, this one. And I'm going to blend those two together in my crease. Once I start my crease with these lighter yellow and then a very deep yellow, almost, no, it's pretty yellow, almost orange, but it's not. It's a deep, deep yellow. And once I blend those two out, I'll be right back for the next step. All right, guys, so I'm back, and this is the look so far with Stinger and Oh Behave, which was Stinger and Oh Behave, the deep one. I just put my brush in Oh Behave because I want to show you once we get like a heavy crease and it's bright enough to your standards, how you want it. We're gonna take Oh Behave and I'm just gonna push that in the crease with an actual crease brush. Because I was using a blown out brush before, whereas this is more of a crease brush. And I'm actually putting it on like paddle style. I'm not going in with the point, I'm going in with the side of it. And I'm just like pushing it on like this to build up the color. And then I will lightly use the brush to go back and forth with that shade in my crease. And then I'll put it on just the side again. And I want this color to be all over the lid because we're gonna need a base color for the look that we're gonna be creating. So I think I have enough of that color. I just want to take it up a little bit higher to where on camera you can actually see it. So I'm going to do that on both of my eyes. Take that Oh Behave shade up a little bit higher, and then we'll be digging into the darker colors. All right, so I'm looking at both of my eyes, and I think I have it to the shade that I want it to be. I brought it up high. I didn't neglect the inner corners. I like to take it like further over, like into there. I just grabbed this brush though, because I'm gonna do my waterline, not my waterline, my lower lash line on camera. Once again, I'm using this thing from Rite Aid and just swirling all sides of the brush in it so that no pink gets mixed in with this look. We definitely don't need pink in this look, that's for sure. But starting this one off, I'm gonna take Oh Behave, and that is all I'm gonna put on the bottom for right now until we start getting into some deeper shades. So I'm literally in view. I was so embarrassed in the last video I did where I was like this. All you saw was like my bun as I'm doing my makeup. So I adjusted it to pretty much to the right level this time. My bun, my ponytail just broke. What the actual hell? The strap. Can you guys see this? This strap just broke in my hair. Can I make this work? Can I do a lower lash line with the hair tie falling out? If my hair falls down to the side, you know why. The rubber band snapped. Trying to like keep my head still as I'm doing this until I can you know, finish the lower lash line, and then I'll just go grab another ponytail to pull my hair out of my face. Okay. That looks pretty good to me. I love this shade. It's so easy and it's so pigmented to put on. I do take it on my inner corner as well. It shows up a little bit lighter on the inner corner, and I really, really enjoy that. And then I'll take Oh Behave, and with this pointer, really dense brush, I'll take it on the outside and the inside. Looks like I am doing a halo eye, or a spotlight eye. I always get the two confused, so I don't know. YouTube it. I'm sure there's millions of them. But I am doing the look where I put the colors on the darker colors on the outer and inner corner, and then, well, you know, it's really falling now. I gotta get my hair in a new ponytail. Oh my gosh. Hey guys, you like the look? But yeah. All right, let me just finish this lower lash line. I'm gonna go grab a new hair tie because this is just my luck. It would break on camera. It's like a half pony. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna re-pull my hair up and we're gonna step into the brown shades. I might actually start off with Buzzkill, which is this light brown in the corner, but I have other palettes out here. I have that Profusion palette that I had last time, which has some browns in it, but I also have the one I couldn't find that I wanted to tell you about that had all of those glitters in it, which is what I wanted to use today, and it's called the Starlet. I could not remember the name. The Starlet powder. No, the Starlet eyeshadow powder, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But look at this gem, man. Look at that. I mean, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 shades in here that are, I mean, this one is literally, you could see from outer space. I love that there's a black one, because if you do a smoky eye and you pop this on the lid in the middle, I do plan on doing a look like that, like an all black on black on black type thing, just not right now. This purple's beautiful, the pink goes great, and it even blends in with reds. And today I grabbed this palette because I might even use a little bit of this. I used this shade right here on Halloween, and it was beautiful. I'll show you. You just push your finger in it. It's literally like a gel. And look at that. It's like it has black in it, but it has a lot of orange too. So like, and you don't swipe these. These are the ones that you kind of have to like push in to get like the real effect of it. But as you turn your hand, you can see. But today I really want to use this gold and this gold, and we'll be using that as a foil on the very center of our eye. So give me 1 second so I can fix this, or should I act like give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get a hair tie because I can't even fool myself. Hold on. Alright guys, so I took the Jeffree Star brush. I almost said Jeffree Charles again. And this is when I was dipping into Buzzkill. That is as deep as I got it on this eye. So what I was doing is dipping into this Buzzkill shade, you know, swirling it around the point. Swirl, girl, swirl, remember? Like, I'm totally the first person that said that. Nobody has ever said swirl, girl. Ever, right? But anyway, and what I've been doing is patting it on the outer corner and kind of just going like back and forth with it with the brush, turning that brush in all different directions. This was like a pretty
stubborn color to use. If I'm being honest, you know, I don't really like to say anything negative about any palettes unless if it's the truth, you know, and honestly, I don't care enough for if this one shade wasn't even there. If I dropped it and it was out, I would still buy this palette. I would buy this palette just for this one, this one, this one, this one, and this. So just for those 5 shades and this one. So I could take out 1, 2, 3. I could lose 3 shades and not even give a crap.
So, you know, the palette is still worth it, and it's still worth it because they're so affordable, you know? They're like, how much are these palettes? $12.99 or $15? I don't know. I don't even know how much these palettes are because it was Matthew who bought me these 2 from Colourpop because I had seen them online and I was like, oh yes, I have to have that honey palette. I said, and you pick out the second one. I trust you. You know, you pick out the second one. And then I took my finger like this with this color. This brown is showing up yellow on camera, but it's brown. What the hell? So, he ended up picking up the yellow one because I wanted this honey palette. And then my Valentine's Day video that I posted, I used the Ooh La La palette, which is the pink one with the shimmers in it. And I kind of had a feeling it was between that one and, oh my gosh, there's one girl who is so pretty on YouTube. She does amazing makeup looks. I'm going to put it up here on the screen just so you know who I'm talking about if you haven't seen her yet, but you probably have. It's not the Kathleen Lights palette. It's a different one. Oh, I love Ciate. That's how she says it, I think. I love Ciate palette. She's got like this bright red and there's like a green in there. And I just remember being like blown away by that palette. I mean, Kathleen Lights, I think hers was called like Dream Street or something like that. And hers looked really pretty too. But something about the Ciate palette really stood out to me. I'm just taking my brush, any color I use, I like slap it on and grunge it underneath my eye. But now I'm going to work my way into, let me see if this Starlet one has, yeah, it does. It actually has like a fudge brown color under here that's darker. So I'm going to go into that one, do the same exact thing that I did to these two, only just in barely a half of a centimeter shorter, like lower than what I did right there. And I'll be back once I get that brown blended into the rest of the colors. Alright guys, so I ended up using a different palette to get a darker brown. I also ran the brown on my lower lash line. Let me just clean that up. If you ever need to clean anything up, I just take a small brush, I pinch it, and I go in like a white shade in a palette like that, and I get it on there. And I do like a little line like this on both sides, and then I'll go back over there with it still pinched and just kind of, you know, clean it up a little. And then I'll take a light hand and really just blend and kind of blend that outer corner with it. And then over here, same exact thing, just pinching and kind of wiping away any excess, and I'll take it on the very corner like that and really just swirl away any imperfections. Also, another thing that I did, I took this festival palette, I took this bright yellow, and I added some yellow right across the top of my lid, and I'll show you what I did. I just went like this. And all I'm doing right now by doing this won't affect my look. It's just gonna, you know, make it a little bit more intense than it is for me showing you, but that's fine because my makeup, like I said, it flies off my face, so I don't care, because by the end of the video it'll somehow be muted. It's just the way my makeup game is. My left eye is still watering. This sucks. I can't get anything to stick on the outer corner. But anyway, yeah, I had to go into the Profusion palette. At first, I used the Starlet one, but then I switched to the Festival palette because I saw these three browns. Well, these two is what I used, and that's what I stuck with to get that look. The next shade that I'm going to use, just to really deepen this outer and inner, I'm going to take the darkest brown out of all of my palettes. And like I showed you before, that one was in the, it was either the James Charles or Jaclyn Hill palette. So I'm going to go in with the darkest brown shade that I can, blend it on the outer, the inner, and in the crease. And then we'll come back and we will really finish this poppin' look by adding our center gold with some shimmer. All right? All right, guys. So basically, as I've been gone, I lined my lower lash line with that dark brown powder. This eye is still watering, and this is what's it's driving me nuts. You ever get a watery eye and it takes you 3 times as long to do your makeup because it keeps coming off in the corner and you got to keep fixing it, and it's driving me nuts. I also whacked on my brows, if you can't tell, because I was starting to look a little crazy with just that eye makeup look, like in all my videos, you know, like sometimes I like to start with the eyes before I finish the face, and you just think like, wow, it looks kind of clownish, but once you get the whole face put together, it's not. But now that I figured out that dark brown shade everywhere I want it to be, now's the fun part. Now is when we get to play with the shimmers. So I am going to actually be using a mixture of this one and this one, which if I can see on the back, it's Stardust and Glitz in the powder. Now this isn't powder like them. This is like literally like a gel. So in the gel formula. And first I'm going to put some concealer all over my lid. So I can create where I want like these to go, and it'll have a sticky base for it to stick to. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Let's see, for concealer, I'll probably use a lighter one. This is the Maybelline Superstay concealer. It actually goes with the foundation that we used today. So I figured, why not? Might as well. And what I do is I'm just going to take this on here, just a tiny little bit on each eye. And I am going to blend that out. And as soon as that's blended out on my eyes, I'll come back and we will put on the glitter. Alright, that was like a lot quicker than expected. So basically, when I put it on, I've seen some YouTubers, they go like this. And it actually worked perfect because when I looked up, this is exactly where the concealer led to. So I basically just tapped it all with this Packer pointy brush. And I'm going to grab my Starlet palette right now. And the first one I'm going to start off with is this one right here in Glitz, which is like a light gold. So I'm going to take that on my ring finger. These are not really brush worthy. I mean, they are, but you're going to get a much better payoff. I mean, look at the finger on that one. And that's the shade Glitz. So I want to pat that on the center of this eyelid. Oh my gosh, this shade is gorgeous. I mean, I hope you guys can see on camera just how much this is picking up in real life. And then I always take like a few extra strands of the glitter, as you know in previous videos, and I get tiny little bits on the side so it doesn't just look like straight line of glitter and flat matte. Like it kind of has a smoother blowout. Then I'm going to take this shade right here called Stardust. This is beautiful. And I'm going to take it with my pointer finger. See, as you can tell, I'm literally like moving the shadow around. That's what it's like. This stuff looks like freaking tinfoil, man. Like one of those, it's the color of like one of those crazy people in the closets, and they have like that tinfoil on their heads thinking aliens are going to invade. This is brighter than them. This is brighter than those crazy people. So I'm literally going to take that right in the center of where this gold is, and then I'm kind of going to move my finger around everywhere because I don't want to overpower the gold. Put some there and put some there, but I do want to make the look, as you can tell. That fly just landed on my damn head. Come back again and see what happens. Come back. But anyway, as you can tell, it's more of like a creamy color now in the middle that matches the shirt more. Only when you get up close, you can tell it's all glitter. So one of the main things you want to make sure that you don't have is glitter in the crease. So I always go back with my crease brush. I added no additional color to this, and I'm just blending away on the crease to make sure there's no glitter higher than the lid. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye, and then I'll be back. Hey, I'm back again. Alright, so I got it on both eyes, and I literally just started doing my inner corner. I'm going to take those two shades, and I'm going to show
you on this eye what I did on this eye. So I literally just pat, instead of rubbing at first, I'll pat that gold shade on. And of course, take whatever is left up in the inner corner. I need to use the side of the brush too. And then I go into the second shade, which was the silvery one, in Stardust. And I pack that right over top of the gold glitter. Now in this palette, there is a glitter that is more yellow toned. I'm debating on like doing one of those lines, you know, with it. Let me see if I just take a tiny little bit just to add some gold back into the center, just the very center of the lid, very, very center. And I kind of want to do like a stripe going down of that gold shade, just so it pops some like yellow color, there we go, back into the lid to match what is above the lid. And sorry guys, I'm using my middle finger, I'm not flicking you off. Okay, so yeah, that'll work. because it kind of brings and draws the look together because it's not a different color than the upper. Like this has some yellow shimmer to it, gold shimmer, which really goes hand in hand with the shade that is up here, the yellow that we added.
Then I'm just going to take a crease brush that's a little bit fluffy. I'm going to blend everything out, and then I'll be back when we add some liner, mascara, and our lashes. And then we can just finish the face, and we are all done with this glamorous night out look, is what I'm going to end up calling it, because it's not too soft of a glam. So let me just finish blending this look out. This is in the shade 01, Dolce Pink. And this is from Milani. I love this shade. And this is cool tone. But the reason I'm using pink instead of like an orangey blush is because this pink blush has gold reflex in it. So I just think it'll be a different touch to it. Sometimes I like to save my blush for last to blend the highlight and the contour together, but not today. Not today. Take whatever's left on the nose and up on the forehead. There's really nothing left on my brush. Like I'm literally kind of just rubbing my face, but whatever. And then after that, our last step will be highlighter. So let me whack this on. This one is from Ofra. Look how used and abused this is. This was the, let me see, Ofra x Nikkietutorials highlighter EverGlow. And this one is a little deep for me. I've actually used this on my eyes, and just to show you, Nikkietutorials killed this. Like, this is insane. The white one, I'm gonna be using a little bit of the white one, and then the champagne color that matches my shirt to a T. That one is what I'm mainly gonna be using. I mean, she killed this. She killed this highlighter. Everyone's got one, no matter what shade you are. Super pale, medium skin tones, and deep. She's got a highlighter for you. So I'm going to take that champagne color on this Jaclyn Hill highlighter brush. Doesn't matter, honestly, what brush you use. This highlight is going to just beam. Like, it's pretty crazy how her highlight is. Oops, I touched the white. Hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. I don't think it will, but it's so soft. I gotta remind myself not to dig. Not to dig into the highlight, because I don't realize just how much comes off on this brush with this highlighter. Like, some of them I have to use more, but this is just kind of crazy to me what this looks like. And then I'm gonna take that same exact champagne one, and I'm gonna go down my nose right here. I mean, hello, nose highlight. Am I trying to be Rudolph? But Ciate, the bronze nose girl, had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would say it glows and glows. Where do I come up with this shit in my head? You see what I mean? I have problems. I might be ADD, I don't know, but I'm gonna shut up. All right, and then I'm gonna just finish it on the Cupid's bow. And the lips. Damn it, Ciate. Damn it, here I go again. I just want to, like, put it down. That's what I was going to say. I just wanted to put it down. No, I did not want to use anymore. Yes, I did. I wanted to keep using it and using it, but I cannot. I can't do it to myself. So anyway, I'll be right back. I'm going to pull my hair down and show you guys the completed look. Okay guys, so I backed the camera up far enough. This is the final look that I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. You can use any curler that you want. I happen to have the Conair Infinity Pro. I love this thing. It gives me like the most perfect beachy waves within a matter of seconds. And my hair is so coarse and thick, but I can leave this curl in and not wash my hair for a week and it will still have a curl. And that's not me being sarcastic, because I'm always sarcastic. I'm being real about that. But it actually has a, come on hair, get off. I shed like a freaking dog. But it has a button on here on the side. If you push this button down, you can actually turn this and it locks into place. And then you can, you know, that's how I actually get my back pieces. You know, I wrap it around that way. And then once I get to the pieces I'm familiar with, this little silver button, you just push it in, pop it back up, and then it, again, locked into place. And then that's how I do, you know, the front pieces and everything like that. So I'm going to try to pull you guys a little bit closer, but every time I move my camera for some reason, it like shuts off, which is really, really odd. I've never had that happen before. But this is the completed look. Oh, my eyelash is starting to like fly away on me. I started it off as like a, I wanted to try and do it like a soft glam look. And I always just go like balls to the wall. Like I always just end up going all out. So if you guys end up liking this look, this super
Glamorous, glittery look, then, you know, just, subscribe. You could liking my videos is totally free, and it takes, boop, 1 second. And apparently, liking videos is what gets you up there on the YouTube, I was going to say Facebook, on the YouTube algorithm. So if you could like my video, that would really, really help me out a lot. And only if you like my content, then subscribe, you know. I will be back with another dream that I had of Matthew coming to me, my soulmate, who's in heaven. And of course, more makeup looks to come. I actually had somebody message me on Facebook today, and they said that they were a teacher, and they were looking for like a school look. But from the teacher's point of view, she said, you know, I want to do a look, but all your looks are pretty dramatic. You know, I want something that's a little bit more like everyday basis. So maybe my next makeup look will be like more of a like a daytime natural looking glam. Not, you know, I just say glam, I just throw glam in there, but instead of, you know, all that heavy highlight, you know, use like a more natural highlight, not a bunch of glitter, just a more natural all around look.
So yeah, if you guys like this, just please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, or comment down below on what you'd like to see in a future video upload. I love you all, and thank you for taking the time to watch another makeup video of mine. I appreciate it a lot. I never wanted to do YouTube, and I've told you before, Matt always told me to do YouTube. And once he passed away, I have all this free time on my hands, which is why I'm doing it. So, yeah, comment down below if you would like to see any future looks that you're interested in, or if you want me to use a certain palette for a look. Just let me know, and I'll make it happen. All right? Bye, guys. Take care.